We are feeling all right. I hope everyone else is out there. I hope everybody's excited to listen to the show. Folks, I got some melancholy news here. It's good and bad, right? You heard that cliche, good and bad. I don't really know. Aren't they actually natural dichotomies, right, in meaning? Where people say that all the time. It's good and bad. Well, how much more good than it is bad, or how much more bad than it is good? I don't think those two can ever really be equal in terms. Hey, everyone, welcome to Crash Course. All right, I am your host, of course, Peter Krausch. I am also the owner, all right, and president of and founder of, you've been hearing this for quite a while now, CollisionServiceNetwork.com. The brand new CollisionServiceNetwork.com will launch in all its glory next week. All right, with the assistance of my wonderful social media guy, Anthony. We're going to film a new video tonight. All right, in fact, we're filming a video now. So if video is your thing, you'll be able to check me out doing my last show. And I say last show with a heavy heart. I hope everyone within the sound of my voice has been following the show and has had a lot of fun. It's been a blast for me. All right, I could have never realized in my wildest imagination that I'd still be behind this mic 2 years later. I want to thank tremendously from the bottom of my heart all of my sponsors. All right, Kaplan Lawyers, Richie, thank you very much, bud. All right, I can't thank you guys enough. Kaplan Lawyers, Richie stepped up. Me and Richie met each other through a mutual business acquaintance, and it was a great relationship, and still is. And Richie was gracious enough to sponsor this show, Crash Course, all right, for 6 months. So Kaplan Lawyers in Syosset, of course, is one of our amazing network partners. Folks, if you need personal injury assistance, you don't want to do that alone, all right? You don't want to be with the big guys, trust me. All right? Big is not better when it comes to the law firms, okay? You're going to get handed off to some first-year law graduate, all right? If you're lucky, you'll just bounce around at the firm if your case isn't worth enough money, all right? But if you're in Nassau County, then you're going to call Kaplan Lawyers in Syosset. Give those folks a call over there, all right? Richie Sabatino, he is one of the directors there. All right, he's going to make sure that his guys take good care of you. All right, of course, we want to thank V&J Auto Body, Chandler Ravone, James Ravone. Thank you very much for all of your support and encouragement. All right, I can't say enough. They've been an amazing sponsor from the beginning. John Cacciatore, of course, previous owner of V&J, was very gracious in taking a tremendous risk and deciding to fund this little endeavor, all right, Crash Course. Folks, this was never done before here on Long Island. Crash Course Radio, all right, we were so thankful to be able to handle the mantle on that, all right. It was an idea that just kind of blossomed, having been here myself a couple times as a guest on an unrelated show, all right, and then I had the great opportunity to meet an amazing man, Dave Levenstein. All right, Dave has since passed on to from this earth. All right, Dave, wherever you are, bud, I hope you're at peace, man. I hope you're hearing us down here. I want to thank Dave very much. Dave was a big influence in my success here. He was just one of a kind. All right, he just had an amazing knack for business, but I think more than that, Dave had an amazing knack for people. All right, he had great people skills. He's one of those guys, man, the first time you meet him, you just warm right up to him. All right, so Dave will be sorely missed, I'm sure, here at 103.9. I know he's been missed by me at Crash Course Radio since he was no longer with us. So to Dave and his family, thank you very much. It's been my pleasure and my honor to have met Dave and had him in my life for the time that I was at this radio station. I can't say enough. Like I said, I consider him a mentor. He was always very gracious with his time, both in giving me tips and pointers and encouragement, and also showing me the weak spots, the pinch points. But always making himself available, trying to squeeze me in on his own show, all right, which was Back to Business, which was a great show. I enjoyed being on that show. All right, so Dave Levenstein, great man, all right, and great asset to 103.9, and, of course, a tremendous mentor to me. All right, so anyway, folks, yeah, so unfortunately, right, there it is, good and bad. I think that's the good and the bad. The yin and the yang, as they say in Korea. Don't ask me what that means. It was all over my gi when I was taking martial arts. I have no idea. Anyway, I think it's positive and negative energy or something. Anyway, like I said, if you're listening today and you've been an in and out guest of the show or listener of the show, or you had the opportunity to be a guest, I always tried to make it fun here, especially when we started the free giveaways. In fact, I've got to check with my radio engineer here in the studio at the break, but I know we had, I think it was Mike from Shoreham call last week. And unfortunately, Mike, I got to tell you, man, if you're listening, bud, give the station a call because, like a dope, I accidentally deleted you from from my phone. All right, but I want to make good on that, Mike. So, actually, I think John's giving me the thumbs up. We have your vitals. All right, so sit tight, bud. I'm going to get you out your amazing gift certificate there and a whole bunch of other free stuff. We hope you enjoy that. All right, hey folks, like I'm saying here, it's the end of the radio show, and this was the first original Crash Course, right? And we were so proud to be handed that mantle. Like I said, it came to me, all right, as kind of a sidebar thing after having been a guest here. Dave Levenstein was, like I said, took me under his wing, thought that there was a show there. I said, all right, I'm willing to look at it. It wasn't something that I figured into my business plan with Collision Services Network. But it turned out, not only was it something that figured in, but it actually was quite an amazing outcome with respect to what we were able to accomplish here. All right, we were able to expand the reach of Collision Services Network, right, which is collisionservicesnetwork.com. All right, I started that company over 3 years ago for two distinct reasons, and that's it. The mission of the company still is and always will be to promote, all right, and support the privately owned and operated auto body industry here on Long Island. But more significantly, it's to, educate the consumer, right? You guys, right? And what we did that on the website, all right, and through other venues, and we've expanded that over the years. But we had some success with that. It's not easy, okay? Anybody will know if you're running a business and you're using social media. It sounds great. It's amazing. Yeah, get yourself on here and there. All right, getting on there is great. All right, getting known and getting shown and getting becoming visible is a whole different thing. All right. But so Crash Course became the venue, the vehicle, upon which Collision Services Network's mission, all right, could really be realized. I mean, really came to life. I mean, every Tuesday afternoon, I got behind this mic and I'm able to reach people and talk to the folks, all right? And in many occasions, we talk directly to them, right, because it's a live show and people were able to call in here. And hey, folks, if you want to call in, if you want to say something about the show, or if you interacted with us over the years, 631, I think it's 451-1039. Right? Did I get that right, John? He's in there giving me the thumbs up. He's looking at me. Yeah, that old man, he remembered the phone number. I got two young guys staring at me here. I'm like a dinosaur behind glass. Only thing is I'm not stuffed. I'm breathing. Anyway, but all seriousness, no. So Crash Course ended up being, I started to realize the tremendous benefit, right? The outreach that we were going to be able to do and the fulfillment of the mission of Collision Services Network, which was quite an amazing thing. So once that took off, once that set in with me, I mean, I was on the road. I mean, we got going and we had a lot of really, really cool shows. We had a lot of really dynamic guests on. Some guests we were fortunate enough to have on multiple times. All right, and it was great. I mean, we got to get a lot of information out there to the folks. All right, the mantra. What's the mantra of my of the show? Right, Crash Course Radio. If you've been following us, all right, we're giving you knowledge and information you need and can use. Think about it. All right, that's what you got here every Tuesday afternoon. Knowledge and information you need and can use, and advice you could trust. All right, and we helped a lot of folks. All right, both through the radio and also through Collision Service Network. All right, across a whole spectrum of different issues involving insurance and body shop. All right, I'm very proud to have been able to do that. All right, we got about 48 seconds. When we come back, I'd like to highlight some of those great things that we did here at Crash Course over the years. All right, and some of the shows that we had that either reinforced that or added to it. All right, so enjoy the music, driver's seat, sniffing tears. Doing all right. For over 35 years, the Cacciatore family has provided state-of-the-art auto collision repairs. V&J Auto Body is not only certified to repair all makes and models, V&J is one of the few auto body repair shops certified by Tesla to repair and recalibrate their automobiles, as well as other electric and hybrid vehicles. Detailed repairs combined with award-winning concierge service makes V&J the only choice for your collision repair needs. V&J will pick up your automobile wherever on Long Island you are, provide you with a rental, and deliver your vehicle when the job is complete. Too good to be true? Visit VJAutobody.com. That's VJAutobody.com. Come over and meet the crew. VJ Auto Body's 2 state-of-the-art facilities are equipped with the latest technologies in auto repair. Let V&J communicate with your insurance company for you and deliver back to you a detailed, perfectly repaired vehicle. Contact V&J Auto Body by visiting VJAutobody.com or call 631-226-0070. That's 631-226-0070. All right, a little driving. That's what we do here on Long Island, right? We're not driving Saturday night. It's Tuesday afternoon. Anyway, hey, welcome back, everyone, to Crash Course. This is Peter Crouch, your humble host, the owner and founder of CollisionServiceNetwork.com. Collision Service Network will be up and running in all its glory next week. We got the official launch. All right, now it's been a long time coming. I really apologize for that. But unfortunately, we got involved with some very unscrupulous business people who, thanks to the perseverance and professionalism of Ron Roleri. Ron, thank you very much if you're listening. Ron is an amazing corporate lawyer, and he was very successful in recovering the funds that were very unethically taken from Collision Service Network. All right, so thank you very much, Ron. Hey, folks, 631-451-1039. All right, this is a live show. 631-451-1039. If you want to opine on Crash Course, all right, if you've listened in the past, you like something, or maybe you were one of our phone-in guests and had a little fun with the old question of the day. I know I had a lot of fun with that. I tried to make it fun. We did a couple with the history of Long Island auto racing, right? If everybody remembers that was a blast. All right, so I don't know, if you want to opine on the show, 631-451-1039, give us a call. Or, of course, if we can help you out, all right, as always, if you are currently involved in an insurance situation, or you need a body shop, right? Remember what I preached about here constantly. Folks, I can't emphasize it enough, all right? I've tried over these last 2 years, though. All right, you absolutely have to know who and why they're fixing your car, all right? You really do. You just can't rely on Uncle Louie or, the guy around the block, or your mechanic's got a guy that he's been, sending cars to for the last 30 years. And if you go there, it looks like he's been fixing cars for the last 30 years. No offense. I get it. It's a lot of money to stay on top of things today. V&J Auto Body, all right, the shop that I happen to be at. I've been there 9 years now this month, all right. I'm very happy about that. It's a great place to work, a great, amazing shop. It is a very, what I've been saying on the radio, very future-focused and 21st century position shop, right? And we've, both Chandler, James Warone, and John Cacciatore, tremendous amount of investment in people, training, all right, the facility. All right, we continue to make upgrades to the facility and the equipment. All right, currently, right now, we are very close to getting a Range Rover Jaguar certification. We're very proud of that. And we just found out that Rivian is looking at us seriously. That's right, Rivian. It's another one of these EV cars, all right? So if that's your thing, check out Rivian, all right? Electric vehicle. Folks, remember we had a whole couple shows of that. Boy, they're here to stay. They are not going anywhere, all right? And despite what the gasoline guzzlers like myself like to think, all right, that's just going to continue to become a larger and larger share of the auto industry. All right, just is, folks. Just a fact. All right, just like the auto phased out the horse. Right, people, believe me or not, people. If you look at go back and look at some of the historical photos and everything, you'll see that people were driving horses next to cars. Right, and they were throwing their hands up in the air, and this is a fad, and this isn't going to work. It did. That was the end of the horse. The horse was relegated to the barn, so to speak. All right, so similar thing is going on now. All right, and I talked about that on one of the shows about how there's such a paradigm shift in many industries now because of technology, and we've seen that in the auto body industry tremendously. It's affected the auto body industry, both from business processes to obviously to technical aspects to materials. All right, tremendous amount of change, and literally overnight. I would say probably within the last 10 years. And certainly COVID, the experience with COVID, put that on steroids as well. You know, certain things that the insurance companies were looking to do, maybe they were kind of a little apprehensive about, they just pulled the trigger on, right, during COVID, right? Things like photo inspections, right? That's a big thing now. Take a picture. Send us a picture of your car. We're going to get you an estimate. Folks, remember this, all right? If you don't remember anything else from Crash Course Radio, please remember this. Say no. Remember I told you we resurrected the old Nancy Reagan gig when she was like, just say no to drugs? Well, we resurrected that. We didn't resurrect Nancy Reagan, but we resurrected her program, right? Just say no to drugs. But we wanted you to just say no to the insurance companies. Right? It's very easy, right? When you call them and you got to call in the claim, you should be calling us before you speak to them. That's our slogan. But if you couldn't and you didn't and you spoke to them, remember this, just say no. All right? When they say, hey, can you take a picture of your damaged car and send it to us? I really can't. What do you mean? Well, I listened to that guy in Crash Course, and I know what I'm doing. I'm going to pick an amazing body shop off their network, and they're going to do everything for me. They're going to fix my car. They're going to handle my claim. They're going to interact with the insurance company, and your guy can come down to that shop and take all the photos he wants. That's what we tell him on the phone, all right? But seriously, folks, please remember that, all right? There's a privacy issue there that you need to really grasp. You take photos of anything, it becomes the property of the insurance company, all right? And that can be used against you. Right? I don't mean that in a nefarious way, but it's just a fact of life. I worked in that industry for almost 30 years. Right? And if they take photos, all right, and they decide that the way you reported the claim and what they see in the photos don't look good, guess what? They got your photos, all right, and your report of loss. Not good. Not good. All right? So stop surrendering your privacy. All right? Stop helping the insurance company save money because that's what they're doing. All right, by you sending photos of your damaged car, you're helping them to eliminate people. Yes, I know that's the brand new happy world. Eliminate people. We're going to replace everything with machines or computers or business processes or I don't know, something. All right, and that's what's going on, okay, among other things. They use it for other things as well, capturing data and data points and stuff like that. But they don't need help with that, folks. Trust me. They're very good at that. Insurance companies, in fact, are really good at finding ways to save money, and you shouldn't be helping them, right? Because they don't ask you if they can help you save money on your premium, so you shouldn't help them save money on their business, all right? Please, part of your premium dollars is set aside to service the auto policy, all right? And the servicing of the auto policy includes what? You got in an accident, you caused damage, they got to go out and they got to deal with that, right? And their responsibility is to ascertain the damages, all right, secure the identity of the car, all right, and pay the claim. That's it. They don't make widgets. They don't solve world hunger. They just write checks, insurance companies, all right? So make sure they're writing a big check to you. All right? Make sure you're getting fully indemnified, right? I dedicated many shows to this. All right? You pay your premium dollars diligently. We all do, right? Year over year over year, and then all of a sudden, bam! It happens. And you're scratching your head, and you're looking around, you're going through the glove box, and you're screaming at your wife, or she's screaming at you, and well, I don't understand. Where's this? Where's that? We got to call the insurance company, right? I mean, I get. Now, if you listen to the show for the last 2 years, you're not going to do that because you're the smartest folk. You're going to be the smartest folks in the room when any of this happens. All right, but if you contact the insurance companies, and you didn't listen to me here, right? You could be in for a lot of stress. All right. As I've explained in the past, okay, dealing with the insurance company can be complex. If you've never been involved with it, it can be a very complex process, right? And it can be a little intimidating and daunting, right? But if you listen to Crash Course, you know that it doesn't have to be because only your answer is going to be no. That's it. I'm just saying no. All right. You can look at my car over at one of the Collision Services Network body shops. All right, that I got off their network. These guys are great. I have all the trust in the world there, and they're going to take care of you. I think we have a caller here. We got a minute 30. We got Brian Cohen. Brian, is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, what's going on, Brian?
As they say, long-time listener.
Yes, I know you are. Thank you very much for that. So, Brian, we had Brian and his crew in here, and we had a really great show. We had a couple of the guys over from Suffolk Community College that are involved in the technical school there, and they were talking about the things that they were spearheading over there. Is that correct, Brian?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, you bring up a number of really, really excellent points. One, call your insurance broker first, not the insurance company.
Right.
And this industry is changing so dramatically, as you pointed out. With Rivian reaching out to you. So we need to get more auto technicians. We need to get more repair specialists. On board.
Right.
And that's why I think it's great that Suffolk Community College, BOCES, a number of other programs, are so excited about. Keeping their programs.
Brian, we're gonna go to a break, but I want to hold you over. But what we don't need though, Brian? We don't need a drag strip, right? Because we already got one.
Nope. It's still temporary, but yeah, we got the drag strip.
All right, man, you heard it first, folks. You heard it first here, because even I learned that. All right. We're gonna hold Brian over. We're gonna chat with him a little more about that, about the drag strip. All right, and I'll see you on the other side of the break. All right, welcome back, everyone, to the real final segment of Crash Course Radio. Hey, folks, don't forget, you can find us at Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and Anchor. As I said, we are closing out the show. This is our final show. I know it is a sad and also a happy, because for Crash Course, it's, like I said, it's melancholy, all right? Because, obviously, I've been doing this for a while. I've been getting behind this mic. I love getting behind this mic. I look forward to it every Tuesday afternoon. I tried to bring a lot of energy, folks. I hope you felt that. I hope it got through to you. And we tried to make the show fun, right? We made it a live show, and we started the free giveaways, which I love doing. We had the contests. We had that one there. We had a couple where we concentrated on the history of Long Island racing. That was all fun stuff, and we gave away a lot of fun stuff as well. So we are going to be migrating to podcasts, all right? So if podcast is your thing, then go find us there, please. We're going to be on Spotify, Anchor, all right? We have a very active YouTube and Facebook page as well, all right? We got Brian on the phone. Brian, still there?
You bet I am.
All right. So, Brian, tell the folks, while you're on the air here, tell the folks a little bit about a drag strip, because I got to tell you, I talk to people even people that are into auto racing, or even cars in general, and they talk about the history of Long Island, and very few people still know that there's actually a drag strip on Long Island. So,
yeah, and the history of racing on Long Island goes way, way, way back, right back to the Vanderbilt Motor Cup races. As you're talking 115 years ago. That ran, and that's an amazing story.
Right.
And also
absolutely
technological advances in so many areas. Is an amazing story on Long Island. So right now we've got temporary approval on the Grumman facility, which is also a perfect scenario because of all of the technological advances we've seen, with Grumman.
Right.
But we're racing on there's a 7,000 and 10,000 foot runway. We're racing on the 7,000 foot runway, begins August 19th. But my side of this big story here is I really see this as a catalyst for more and more students getting involved in these automotive programs. And as they successfully get through that, one school built a rat rod, and I called somebody at one of the major defense companies, said, look, if a student knows how to build a car that seems to fit the job description at some of these defense contractors. And he was like, absolutely it does. The minimal job description, but it does.
Yes.
So think about the career aspect of it. It's massive.
No, absolutely. And I was so I was so grateful for having the opportunity to have you and the two. Unfortunately, the names escape me, but one of the gentlemen that was very involved with Suffolk Community College. Folks, we had a show here. We had Brian and his two associates. Yeah. And what Brian is saying is so true, all right? I grew up around racing, right? We had the Islip Speedway, Freeport. There was racing everywhere, right? We talked about that on one of the episodes. But Brian brings up a very good point, folks. There's no more wood shop, no more metal shop, right? You don't have racing. There's no outlet here. There's no technical outlet. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I know you can go to Stony Brook and the STEM program and all that. But I think what Brian is talking about is it's giving kids an alternative, though. Like you don't have to be that guy. There's another venue to look at. You don't have to be that college guy. You can be a technical guy, but you can go another direction. All right, and getting them exposed to that opportunity is what drag racing and other types of the racing sports, I think, do. And
hey, look, I'm all for the school side of it.
Sure.
I'm all for going to school for a reason that you know why you're going to school.
Right.
So you get a student in 10th, 11th grade, fine, they like building cars, fantastic, they go on with it. They get a lot of technical education.
Absolutely. No, without a doubt. It's all good stuff, and it's so cool to see that was actually able to come to fruition, due to the hard work and I'm sure and persistence and diligence of yourself and many others. So, Brian, I got to tell you, I really appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by, bud, and we'll be in touch. Like I said, we're gonna have you and the other guys back on our podcast, and we're really going to look forward to that because we're going to really be able to open up and just go nuts with that. There, I mean, no time constraints. We'll be able to really get into some good subject matter, and I'm looking forward to it.
Same here. Look, you start adding video into it. There's a couple.
Oh yeah, we got the video. Yep, we'll be rocking with the video. We're having a whole studio built. Again, thanks in part to the gracious charity of V&J Auto Body. All right, we're having a whole studio built, and we're going full bore into this, folks. All right, so we're not disappearing. All right, we're going to still be here. We're just going in a little different direction.
All right, let me give you the website, and you got your goodbyes over here. So it's Racetrack Not Street. If anybody's interested in, I'm a team member of the Long Island Needs a Drag Strip. All those stickers are on the back of the cars. And Peter, I wish you the absolute best of luck. I have absolutely enjoyed, listening to your show over the past couple of years. Learned a lot too, and ironically, I'm not a car guy.
Yeah, I know he said that. That's funny. All right, really, Brian, and thank you, Brian. Listen, like I said, we're going to be in touch. You're going to be back. All right, bud. I appreciate it.
Excellent.
All right,
thank you very much.
That was Brian Cohen. He's was one of the pivotal players in reestablishing the drag strip here, folks. So, like I said, I found out about it first. Crash Course Radio. Hey, folks, we got about 4.5 minutes. So I just want to wrap it up by saying, once again, thank you very much to everyone who supported the show, who listened to the show. If you spread the word about the show through the years, I really appreciate it, folks. I hope you got a lot out of it. I really do deeply feel that I did quite a bit of due diligence and good work here. All right, both in two respects. In also raising awareness of the divergence in the auto body industry, right? What I mean by that is, don't forget there's the auto body side that's associated with the insurance company, right? Remember I spoke about that, insurance-sponsored shops. Please stay away from that. All right, make sure you're supporting the privately owned and operated body guys. All right, folks, these guys got they have your interest in mind. The other guys don't. All right, I know this guy's probably listening to me over the years, shaking their head, maybe they're throwing stuff at the radio. This guy's an idiot. And I get it's competition, and guys have to find a way to fit into the new world, but compete. Collision Service Network's opinion's always been competition, yeah, but competition for competing purposes, not just for staying in business, right? You're just going to turn over and roll over and sit there and let the insurance company send you work, all right? I don't know how you really develop a good customer base or how you have loyal customers, and I don't really think it. And I'm sincere when I say we don't really believe that it delivers or that it contributes to. Let's just say contributes to overall, a good outcome, workmanship. All right, for the consumer. All right, so folks, remember, all right, stay away from the direct repair programs. Please go to collisionservicenetwork.com. All right, collisionservicenetwork.com. All right, you can also reach us at 631-452-2569. All right, you can speak to me or one of our associates. And folks, don't forget, you're going to be able to continue to follow us, all right, on Spotify. All right, we're going to be into podcasting. All right, and of course, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. All right, we have many other venues, but Spotify is the direction that we are going in. Right, we feel that is where more people feel comfortable in finding their news, their information, their stories, their knowledge. All right, and so we're going to go in that direction. All right, and like I said, I can't reiterate how thankful I am for the success that I had here. All right, to all my auto body interest out there. All right, if you guys that were listening over the years, thank you very much. All right. Especially to Sean and Brian, East Islip. All right. High-End Collision. Guys, thank you very much. I know that you guys definitely listen to the show occasionally. All right. And everyone else out there who either called in, all right, or was a guest on the show. Thank you very much again. All right. And we look forward to having you on as guests on our podcast. All right. As well as many other avenues and venues that we continue to work through and move on. All right. So we got about 1:25. All right. I just want to say again, folks, please, before you make a move when it comes to getting your car fixed, all right, go to collisionservicenetwork.com. Take a look at our network of amazing client businesses there. All right. This goes for auto body shops, personal injury attorneys, and as well as DKM Risk, our independent auto insurance brokers. All right. And always say no, folks. Please remember, do not send photos of your damaged vehicle in. It's not helping you. It's helping them. All right. Got 52 seconds. So we're going to be signing off here. I can't believe I'm going to be saying this, but this is the final goodbye. And again, it's a little, like I said, it's sort of a little bittersweet here for me. All right. I really enjoyed it, folks. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you got a lot out of it. All right. I hope you're a lot better off for it. And please continue to follow us over at Spotify. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Crash Course Radio, Peter Krause, your host, signing off for the final time. Thank you.